bit lower than the superior.
Inferior sagittal sinus.
So then this one is
I don't know.
straight sinus.
The straight
This
connects
one?
the
Straight?
transverse to the...
Okay.
Just think about it like being up and down, like it's. And then you have transverse sinus, and then I'm pretty sure that this one's sigmoid sinus.
It looks like an S. Yeah,
Which
sigmoid.
one? This?
Yeah, it kind of like branches down. So that's
That big blue
sigmoid.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like an S. Yeah.
And then cavernous sinus. It's like in a cavern. It sits like right.
Is it the one that inside here?
Yeah, that whole thing is cavernous sinus.
I mean the circle of wheels.
That's underneath the circle.
The blue. The blue
Yeah.
is the cavernous.
The cavernous.
And then where do all these empty into? What's the big blood vessel that they're all going into?
Jugular vein.
Vein. Yeah.
Internal.
Yeah, exactly. Internal jugular veins.
Just make sure you know circle Willis is arteries and all the sinuses are veins.
It's the red. It's the red that goes around, right?
Like this is the circle of Willis, all up and down from the tip of here to the vertebral arteries, and then this is actually included as well.
Middle cerebral.
Middle
artery.
cerebral artery.
And where is the junction of the sinuses?
Oh, jugular vein.
Jugular.
They all join and go into the jugular vein.
Is it the internal?
Yeah, internal. Jugular.
Remember, internal goes in.
Yeah.
Inside?
Okay. I forgot. I keep getting lost.
And the external jugular collects from the outside.
Right, the skull. Scalp and the skull.
We don't need to know any of those. Just
And can you please tell me this?
This is the one that goes straight across is anterior communicating artery. Then these are anterior cerebral artery. The middle is middle cerebral artery. I get a little confused on that.
That's right, honey.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's
and
correct.
then the internal carotid you can't really see, but it's coming up and feeding in, like comes up from the bottom and feeds in right there. So the internal carotids come right into that circle too, next to the middle cerebrals.
Can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry to interrupt. What is? So this is the
Cavernous sinus.
cavernous sinus, right? What is the center?
Pituitary gland.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I've been trying to rack my brain, trying to remember that.
In the sella turcica. So then we have posterior cerebral arteries, posterior communicating artery,
And this is middle cerebral artery.
right? And then basilar, right, goes down.
I remember basilar because I think of it as like it looks like a centipede to me.
And then vertebral goes down into the vertebrae, right?
Another good way to remember communicating is that they're kind of centered, and they're like right in the they like talk to each other, and then the cerebral kind of branch out. Yeah.
And then you can also see the vertebrals here. See how they're coming down in the holes, the transverse foramens off all the cervicals? That's the vertebral here, and you can see it on this side too.
do you know if they're called that the whole way down? Into
Yeah,
like
they are. All the way down, they're called vertebral.
Okay, and this is internal
Carotid,
and this is external.
external carotid artery.
Because it
Yep.
goes out into the facial.
Now, where I know there's a vertebral vein, but I haven't been.